Hi everybody, my name's John Jeffrey and I'm here in Alaska. Today I'm going to show you how to draw toilet paper using easy basic shapes that anybody can learn how to draw. All you're going to need is a piece of paper, a pen, pencil, or marker. Let's get started. Okay, so for step one, we're just going to begin practicing. We're going to warm up our hand and get it connected to our minds just by drawing some easy basic circles, some round shapes. Start on one side, go around, try to connect back to the line that you started with. And you can see I'm not doing a very good job here because my lines aren't connecting very well. Try to slow down. Take your time and do nice round circles. Maybe do some smaller circles. You can even do one circle behind another circle. I'll draw the first circle, and then behind it I'll put a second one. Maybe you could try something like that. I'm going to erase my whiteboard and let's move on to step 2, oval. To draw ovals, we're going to draw a round shape like a circle, except one that's been stretched apart. Let's see if we could draw some ovals on our board. You could also draw some smaller ovals. Or you could try another sneaky trick and draw an oval behind an oval. Alright, that's step 2. Let's move on to step 3. Step 3 is drawing 2 ovals that are just like each other. They're identical. And drawing them kind of far apart from each other. Let me show you what I mean. Here's one oval, and I'm going to draw one just like it next to it. I tried to make them almost exactly the same. Let me try it again. That looks pretty good. See if you can draw some ovals next to each other that are identical like this. Something like that. If you can do this and you feel pretty comfortable, we're going to add a couple of straight lines to some of these. We're going to draw straight lines from the edges of the ovals. There, something like that. Okay, well, that's step 3. I hope you are still following along. Let's get ready to get a little more complicated. Step 4. Here in step 4, we're going to use those same 2 ovals, but we're going to imagine that we're drawing the toilet paper and that we can't see part of the oval. Let me show you. I'm going to draw my first oval, and I'm going to draw the straight lines. But this time, I'm only going to draw half of the bottom oval. That oval's still there, you just can't see part of it. It's hidden behind. When you're drawing it, if it helps, you can use this dotted line and erase it later. To fill in the rest of the toilet paper, we just need to add one small oval right at the top. That looks pretty good. Maybe a dotted line. Alright, that's definitely looking like a toilet paper right now. One last thing I'd like to add is the piece of paper falling off the end here. Maybe we could draw something like that. From the top of the top oval, draw a line straight out, down, and back in. I kind of put it behind right here. Made us a little detail to make it look a little 3D. Maybe you could try that. Okay, let's move on to step 5. Alright, this is step 5. If you've been having difficulty so far, stop, pause, or rewind to practice those basic shapes and then come back. Here we're going to get a little tricky, and we're going to draw a couple of rolls of toilet paper and get some effects. Here we go. Let me start by drawing a couple of ovals. Get us started. Here's one. Now I can connect them with the lines. I can erase those lines that I don't need anymore. Now I'm going to add the holes in the top. And I'm going to add some tails. Okay, we've got some toilet paper rolls now. If you'd like to add some shading, you could definitely do something like that. Maybe like this. Putting some short lines underneath will give the illusion of a shadow here. You could also do them at an angle. Or you could just put a short black line. Really anything that you'd like at this point. Alright, we're going to turn those tails into something a little more interesting. I'm going to erase my board. Get ready to follow along. This is step 6, where we're going to take the tail of the toilet paper and make it do some fun waves. You know, something that they call a banner or banner effects. Let's start by drawing a toilet paper. Get going. Okay. Now when I draw the tail of this toilet paper, I'm going to draw a zigzag. This is just going to be the top line of the tail. So I'm going to go out, zigzag back. Just a nice big Z right on the top here. It might be hard to see what we're doing so far, but try to imagine that this paper is coming off of the roll and it's zigzagging back on itself. Let's start by drawing just this first portion over here. This will be the same height as the roll of paper. This will be the same distance here as it is over here. So we've drawn one part of the paper. Now we're trying to imagine this paper is going behind this other banner here. So we can take the same idea, the same measurement, and put it behind here. And then we can draw the back of the banner. What we have now is we have this 3D effect where this has got a wave in the paper coming across. This can really add some dynamic visual qualities to some of your line work here. We could color that in, add some more dots. And that's looking like a pretty good wave there. Let me show you just how to put a little bit on the end there. Maybe just right at the end it curves back. It's up to you. This design could be applied many times over. Let's exaggerate it. Here's a roll of toilet paper. And let's do 2 zigzags. 1, 2. Same principle applies. So let's start down by drawing some rectangles. And then drawing the backs. Adding some dots. And doing some coloring. All right, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this art lesson. Again, my name's John Jeffrey. Have a great day.